Living in the house with a bunch of kids, it feels like every time we just finish cleaning the floor, there's another spill that we need to clean up. Uh-oh. Well, that's great news because we have the Dreame Aero Pro today. This wet dry vacuum mop cleaner is going to help us quickly clean up this floor. Huge thank you to Dreame for sponsoring this video. Let's get started. Let's start by getting this unboxed. Now, as you can see, very lightweight, simple and easy to move around. Now, the only assembly I needed to do was place the handle inside the vacuum itself. And down here we have everything else that comes with it. We have the charging station, some multi-surface cleaner, a filter, manual, even a cleaning brush that sits right here at the charging station. And then here we have the newly released high-end, very sleek looking Dreame Aero Pro wet dry vacuum mop. Now this thing looks so cool. Some of these are getting very thick, but this is very thin, coming in at only 3.88 inches. That's actually just about as thin as my phone here. Now this is really cool because it's able to lie completely flat and go all the way under surfaces, and being that thin, it's going to be able to get under many different furniture that we have around the home. And I love down here on the bottom, there is a little ball so you can rest it all the way on the ground and easily maneuver in and out under the different furniture that you have there. So let's go ahead, fill this with some water and start the cleaning. Now we've tested out a bunch of these, so I'm excited to see how this stacks up against the rest. All opinions are my own in this video, but I'm going to be highlighting the features that are available with this specific model. Now, one of the great things is how quickly you're able to clean your hardwood floors, your ceramic floors, bathroom, everywhere, but this does not clean carpet. This is for hardwood floors that can vacuum and mop at the same time. So first, all you need to do is fill it up with water, get it charged on the base station here. Here you have your water tank, and then you have your dirty water tank on the back. Let's check out the modes that we can start. Now to clean, we're just gonna pull this off. We press it down here and pull down, and now it's ready to go into cleaning mode. Here I just turn it on, it goes on to turbo mode, and then I can quickly change to the different modes. Here we have suction mode, quiet mode, and smart mode. So it's automatically going to adjust how much water is being put out and how quick the brush is. And to clean up this mess, it's just going to take a second. Let's go ahead, turn it to suction mode. That's just going to quickly pick up the milk. Just like that, one pass, done. Get some over there. All right, now that we've done that, let's move on to the cereal. Now this does have 25,000 Pascal of suction power. So not only is it gonna get the milk, it can pick up the cereal as well. Let's change it to auto mode. And there you can see one simple pass cleans that all up. Up here at the top, we also have our battery life, and then we have a cleaner notification. So depending on how clean the floor is, that color is going to change in case you may need to clean an area a little bit more. Then when we're done, we can just simply press the button and lock it up into place. Now let's clean the water tank that we have here. There you can see all of the milk is there, as well as the cereal. So we can just easily pick that up and it pulls out the tank. There we can drop that all into the garbage bin, and the rest of this we can just dump down the drain. Now all hair and everything else is being pulled right into here. So it all comes out like that, and you'll just need to clean this out after every use. Now that that's rinsed out, we're just going to put that back in. It locks into place, and now we're going to put it back on the Aero Pro. Let's go ahead and fill up the water tank as well. We're just going to open this up and fill that up. Now this is where you'd put the detergent as well. Just put a capful in here, and that adds some great cleaner. And every once in a while we'll have to clean this off, but let's dive in further to see how everything is working inside. Now the base isn't the only thing that is ultra thin down here at the water tank. This is also pretty low profile. Here my cabinets are at 4 inches tall, and this is able to fit under them no problem. Other wet dry vacuum mops haven't been able to get all the way under to get right up against this edge. Now let's check out more about what's going on inside here. Then if we pull off the water tank here, and then we can pull out the roller brush. Inside here, this is where it's spraying all the water through the roller brush to clean the floor. But one thing this has is TangleCut 2.0. So as this is picking up different hair on the floor, it's able to scrape it along these combs that it has to be able to remove it from the brush and not get tangled on there, and then pull it into the dirty water tank. Now the great improvement on this is not only can it do long hair, but it's able to do shorter hair for pets that you have around the home. Back to cleaning.
So let's start the cleaning here in the kitchen area. Now, as I'm doing this, it's very easy to maneuver with one hand, getting around everywhere I need to go. Let's get right up against that edge. And here you can see I'm able to get right up there, get all those crumbs that are typically hidden under there, and they are now gone. Over here, we can do the same on the other side. And in just a minute, we're able to clean this floor and it looks great. Picking up all those extra crumbs, scrubbing the floor, getting all the gunk that is stuck there. Now let's go right over here where there's a ton of gunk that we need to clean up. Okay, so here we have a sticky mess on the floor. Let's go ahead and clean this up, see how it does. Now these of course are the worst kind of messes on the floor, but the great part about wet dry vacuum and mops is they are able to get through it. So we're gonna go through this quite a few times. Oh, actually we're doing a pretty good job. After just a few passes there, it has been picked up. And just like that, that sticky mess is gone and I can keep moving on the floor. So as we continue to clean the kitchen, there begins to be different obstacles in the way. Well, the great part about the Aero Pro is it can tilt down 180 degrees. So it's able to go under objects that are 14 centimeters tall or even down to 10 centimeters at an extreme level. So let's clean under these. Sometimes it's easy to move them, but sometimes I don't want to do that. So let's get them clean. So there, easily fits under, and we can just keep going down and get all the way across there. Very easy to do. We can even do that from the front where it's even lower on these. Oh, missed a crumb. And for good measure, let's get from this side too. And I love how quick and easy that was, and I can also get right up to the edge there. Another area cleaned. Now being able to lie that flat is also extremely helpful here when cleaning underneath the sofa. I can get down all the way to the floor with ease. So the crumbs and hair and whatever else is under there is able to instantly be picked up. All right, it's time to test out TangleCut 2.0. This is where it can take any human hair or even pet hair and be able to pick it up all in one. This is something unique to the Aero Pro. So here we have some nice long strands and some of those shorter strands that I picked up from the pet. And let's put this down, see how it does in one pass, and then see that zero tangle on the roller brush at the end. Ah, it's everywhere. And as hair gets wet, you know, it may be stuck to the floor a little bit more, but here using this in the bathroom, we've been able to pick up all of the hair, getting it nice and clean. Let's keep going for a minute while the TangleCut 2.0 gets its work done. After vacuuming for a bit, let's test out the TangleCut 2.0. So right on the roller brush, I am not seeing any type of leftover hair. If I pull this off, let's dive all the way down in here. There is no hair left over, just a couple right there. As we do like a full cleaning, it will continue to clean that out. And all of that has now been put in the dirty waste bin here. So if we pull this out, pick that up, and there you can see all the hair is right inside the dirty tank and no longer on the floor. And we can easily throw that in the garbage as we are cleaning out the tank. Now let's do a big deep cleaning with that 25,000 Pascal of suction power. Now other wet dry vacuum and mops that are similar price are going to do only about 20,000. So it's gonna be great to be able to quickly pick up all of this so that it's easily gone. And then we're gonna clean it on the charging station and show you how that works. I think for this one, we're gonna use turbo mode. So here, starting with the dry. So it's able to handle the dry, no problem. Here we have mixed with the milk and the cereal. Picking that all up, no problem. Bunch of cereal. Now this was underneath the table. I moved that out of the way. So we have some old dirt that's been here a while. Let's clean that up. And then here we have the ketchup. And there, being able to pick up every last crumb on the floor. Just got a few more over here to pick up. Now let's go over to the charging station to get this cleaned. Now I just love how fast I was able to clean that giant mess, but we're gonna go back here to the charging station and a few things are gonna happen over here. First, it's gonna do the self-cleaning. It's gonna use 194 degrees Fahrenheit temperature
to then heat up the water to wash the mop pad to clean it as well as the pipes.
And then as it's doing the self-cleaning, it rotates the mop pad in both directions, so it's more like hand washing, so you're gonna have a nice fluffy roller when you're done. Once it's done the cleaning, it's gonna do a dry cycle after the cleaning. And there's two modes for that. You have the self-quiet drying. It's gonna take about 30 minutes and it can heat up to 203 degrees Fahrenheit. So you have nice warm air on there to dry that. But then you also have the intelligent rapid drying where within 5 minutes to be able to heat up the mop pad to dry it up, and then it's done. It's not making any more noise. Very super simple to do. So let's try this out. Just going to drop it right on here. Now when you go to press the button for the cleaning, you have a few options. You can press once to do the cleaning and then the rapid drying. Press again and it will then just do the 30-minute quiet drying.
Start self-cleaning. Rapid mode.
And first it's going to clean the roller brush, and you'll see it rotate in both directions, keeping it nice and fluffy. And this simulates cleaning it with your hands to get a really nice deep clean.
And here it's done cleaning and it's now going through the rapid drying. So it's just spinning and using the hot air to dry it very quickly. 5 minutes is up, the drying is complete. And that is nice and warm and fluffy. So now we need to go ahead and clean out the dirty water tank. And let's move on to the last feature I love about the Aero Pro. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of floor to clean, and one of the issues we've had with other wet dry vacuum and mops is we are not able to complete the entire floor on one battery charge. The good news about the Aero Pro is it's 10 minutes longer than other wet dry vacuum and mops, so that's about 60 minutes of battery life we can use to clean the floor. Now, if you're using turbo mode, that's gonna take a little bit more battery life, but one of the frustrating parts if you run out of battery is you can't put it on the charger and instantly clean it. So hopefully we'll be able to clean the entire floor and then instantly charge it. Let's try it out. Wow, I was able to get all of the floor clean. We do have some more battery life yet. It's showing orange. It went from a green to a yellow to an orange, and I think they'll be red. So I have a little bit more there. Now, it wasn't a full hour that I've used up, but it's done a good job. Now, I haven't emptied the water tank or filled it, but I'm about ready to do that. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. So I was able to clean the kitchen area, the hallway, the pantry, the cooking area, the mudroom, the toy room, and the walkway. As I was doing the large area cleaning, a few other things that stuck out to me was the quiet cleaning. So this has 72 decibels when you're doing quiet cleaning, so that's great. You can continue to clean without waking up the kids. I also love how it has dirt detect. So as I was cleaning, the little green bars at the top changed to orange, indicating that area needed a little bit more cleaning, and it was dirty there, and it cranked up the speed of the mopping brush, which was great to have that specific area get clean. So overall, I've loved everything about the Dreame Aero Pro, from the TangleCut 2.0 to be able to get all the hair in there, from being able to have that turbo mode, the suction mode, all of those different options working great, and our floors are looking better than ever. And I love how quickly this is able to clean the floor, being in control of what gets cleaned instead of waiting for a robot to sometimes take a little bit too long to get the cleaning done. So if you're ready to take control of the cleaning in your home and get your floors clean in no time, make sure you check out the link down in the description below to pick up your Dreame Aero Pro today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.